Okay.
Today I see no lady here. What's the humor? Well, gentlemen of the press, we have here representatives of members of parliament from the coast region. We have had discussions with them on the issues of BBI. As a region, there are issues of concern which they wanted to be captured in the BBI report. So they have a memorandum which already has been forwarded to the team that is doing some editorials on the report. The issues that they have particularly brought up are going to be explained to you by Honorable Teddy Mwambire, who is the MP for Ganze. There are other members who are not here, but they have all signed this memorandum, which these honorable members of parliament have brought to us here. There are critical issues affecting the coast region. It's things like blue economy, historical land injustices, the coast, and revenue share. So rather than take too much of your time, I'm going to ask Honorable Teddy Mwambire to read the memorandum, after which we are going to talk about another subject altogether.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Today we are here with members of parliament who are representing others who are currently at in the constituency, as stated by His Excellency. I have Honorable Mishi Mboko, who is representing Likoni, Honorable Dan Mwashako, who is representing Wundanyi, Honorable Gertrude Mbeyu, who is the Kilifi County representative. We have Honorable Michael Kingi Magarini constituency, Honorable Abdulsamad Sharif Nasir, who is representing Muvita. We have Honorable Captain Rueda Obo, who is a Wundanyi, who is a Lamu women representative. Our issues that we have shared with His Excellency, as stated, we had issues with the historical land injustices, whereby we are proposing that Article 68 of the Constitution, C7, to add number 8, so that at least we can have to provide a manner and procedure on how the historical land injustices are going to be addressed. We are also having some issues with the blue economy, which we want to have a legal framework on how the issues of blue economy are going to be handled, to be managed, implemented and developed blue economy, because I believe you know that from the coast region we have the ocean, which is part of the blue economy. We also want our 290 constituencies, which we have currently in the constitution, to be ring-fenced, because we were fearing that if we pass the BBI as it is, maybe some of the constituencies at the coast might be merged and other constituencies can be established in other parts of the country. So our issue is the current constituencies to be ring-fenced, so that in case there will be addition, then we can get other constituencies, but we retain what we have, and even the counties. We also want inclusivity in employment. We have been seeing some employment whereby the coast region has not been favored. We want a way whereby everybody, every part of the country is included in all the employment across board. We also want the BBI to include some of even the legislative framework to be also considered within, and our issues are ranging between 1 year to have legal framework on how to handle all the issues. Those are the issues that we want to make sure that they are handled. What is very critical to us are issues like the national parks, forests, national reserve that we have at the coast, which have not been handled. They will be handled in the historical land injustices, because that is just something that will be in the constitution, but the legislation work which will be dealt in parliament, where members of parliament will be conversing with the other members of parliament across board, so that at least we can have our issues intact even in the constitution and in the legal framework, that is in the different acts that we are going to handle, Your Excellency. Thank you very much for according me an opportunity to share the few issues that we think are very critical to us as a coast region. Thank you very much.
So, gentlemen, those are the issues, and as I've mentioned to you, some of them already were presented to the team, and the matter is being finalized. Now, let me just now tell you the roadmap to the final launch of the signature collection. We are going to be talking to some representatives of the governors between now and next Tuesday. Then on Tuesday we will be meeting with the women representatives and leaders of the county assemblies, after which now we will be doing the launch of the signature collection sometimes next week. We want that exercise to be done as quickly as possible so that the matter can then be handed over to the Electoral Commission, and then we can move towards the next phase of referendum. We think that this matter, as already mentioned before, should be concluded by latest April next year. That is basically where we are in as far as the BBI is concerned. Are there any questions? You see, people have had opportunity to talk about all those issues. 2 years now, the clergy themselves had an opportunity to express their views about those issues. So, you know, this is a democratic society. They are entitled to their views. Those are their views, you know, but we go by the views of the majority of our people. And that's where we are. So that again?
How soon can the draft bill be completed?
This is what I'm telling you. It's going to be very, very soon. And very soon is very soon. Thank you. I'm saying that, you know, what they have raised here are issues which already have been also raised by some other people. And I think most of them are already being captured as things stand. So what we had said was that we're not going to bring in substantive new issues. These are basically editorial issues which are being captured. There are certain issues which had probably already been mentioned and were not captured, and they're being added. That is what I actually mean. In other words, they're not really new issues. They may have been captured, but not in that particular way or language. So that is what we mean by editorial. In other words, we're not bringing in substantive new issues, but we're basically just looking at issues which are there already in the report. And like, you see, there's issue of agriculture. Agriculture was mentioned, but livestock was not mentioned specifically. And blue economy was also not mentioned specifically. It's just an omission. And that is what we mean by editorial.
The memorandum that were received from the region, the blue economy.
Yes.
Was part of the memorandum from the coast region.
Yes.
You remember?
It had been part of the memorandum that already was submitted by
From the coast.
delegation from the coast.
Yeah, from Basa.
So it was just an omission. Now, the next item we have here is, as you know, we are having a by-election in Msambweni constituency in Mombasa and in Kwale County. And all these members from the coast are part of our team that is going to campaign for us in Msambweni constituency. We are confident as ODM to retain the seat of Msambweni in ODM. And we have with us here also a lady who had been a candidate. She had gone to run as an independent, but after looking on the ground and talking to our people down there, she decided to come back home and join the team of ODM. And now we are welcoming her here in the presence of these members from the coast into the fold. Madam Charlotte Akinyi, karibu sana, welcome. Kwanza wewe sema kitu hapa ndio hao wengine wakuunge mkono.
Asante sana Your Excellency. Kwanza kabisa, mtoto huwa akikosea humchapi viboko ukimfukuza nje. Unamchapa ukimrekebisha, ukimrudisha nyumbani. Mimi nataka kuwahakikishia kuwa nimerudi nyumbani na hapa ni nyumbani and I'm here to stay. Mimi nataka kutangaza pia rasmi kuwa nimejiondoa kwenye kinyang'anyiro cha kugombea kiti cha ubunge eneo bunge la Msambweni. Kama mnavyojua, ile Kwale ni ngome ya ODM na tunataka kuhakikisha ile kiti inabaki nyumbani. Kwa hiyo nimejiuzulu ili kumuunga mkono ndugu yangu, rafiki yangu Omar Idi Boga, na mimi nina uhakika kuwa sisi tunangojea tu kuapishwa. Kwa hiyo wana Msambweni, nataka kuambia kuna shetani ambaye amekuja kuiba, amekuja kubomoa na amekuja kuua. Kwa hiyo tusiruhusu shetani akuja tutanganyike pale. Sisi tumeshikana na tunataka kukuhakikishia kuwa kile kiti kitabaki kwenye ngome ya ODM. Tuko tayari na mimi niko hapa na siondoki sibanduki.
Shukrani sana. Wamemishi basi.
Nashukuru, naitwa Mheshimiwa Mbeyu wa Kilifi. Mimi ni shukurani kubwa sana baba. Watoto wako wamerudi kwako. Mtoto msichana Charlotte ametii amri. Baba uko hapa. Sisi watoto wasichana huwa tunatii amri za baba yetu. Sisi tunapendwa na baba. Kwa hivyo alivyoona ngome ile ya Msambweni ni ya ODM, ni yetu sisi wa Pwani chini ya baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Ametii amri ya baba, rudi nyumbani. Sisi tuko chini ya baba, hatubanduki. Na kiti cha Msambweni baba, sisi tunaenda kule. Sisi tunaenda recess, na recess yetu itakuwa ndani ya Msambweni mpaka tukuletee kiti cha Msambweni hapa cha ubunge. Sisi tuko tayari na wabunge wote, na ni agizo ya baba leo. Ametuambia sisi tuende Msambweni tulete kiti kwake hapa, na ndivyo tukavyofanya. Kiti cha Msambweni, wale wafuasi wote wa Charlotte wako ndani ya ODM na kiti ni cha Omar Boga pale, kiti cha ODM cha ubunge eneo bunge la Msambweni. Baba tunakuhakikishia kiti tutakileta hapa na mbunge wa Msambweni ataapishwa na tikiti ya ODM. Baba asante.
Nafikiria mmeona dada yetu amerudi nyumbani. Alikuwa anataka kuwekwa kinyumba, na sisi kaka zake tukamwambia arudi nyumbani, amwambie baba kwamba kile kiti ni chetu na atukubali dada yetu awekwe kinyumba mpaka tuwe na harusi nzuri. Kwa hivyo amerudi nyumbani na anafuatilia amri vile iko. Sisi kama wabunge wa Pwani tunasema kwamba yule candidate wetu yuko pale ni ODM, lakini si ODM tu, ni wa handshake. Kwa hivyo hata wale wengine ambao wako kule kwengine, na Rais Uhuru Kenyatta alisema kwamba candidate wake ni yule Omar Idi Boga, na wanafikiria wanaweza
Amerika ndio tutasupport. Na mimi nawahakikishia sisi hatutapeleka watu kwa magari. Mimi naona paka Lamu kuna watu wanapigiwa walete magari kwenda Msambweni, na wale hatapiga kura. Baba, tunakuhakikishia sisi tutafanya siasa kwa wale ambao watapiga kura Msambweni, na kiti tutakuletea. Kura ni numbers na namba tunazo, na tutasupport candidate wetu wa handshake. Asante.
Nimeomba nielezee kuhusiana na masala ya BBI. Kwanza, katika matatizo makuu ambayo kwamba yaliyoko katika pwani, sote tunajua ni mambo ambayo kwamba ni ya kihistoria kuhusiana na ardhi. Kwa hivyo, na katika zile press release mtakopatiwa mtaweza kuiona, tumeweka kipengele ambacho kwamba lazima sheria iweze kuwekwa, hususan mambo ya historia ya ardhi, haki za wapwani kuhusiana na masala ya ardhi. Na pili, watu wamekuwa wakizungumza ya kuwa mambo ya port na mambo mengine. Tumehakikisha ya kuwa mambo ya blue economy yatakuwa yako ndani ya katiba, kama baba alivyoweza kusema ya kwa hani mapendekezo ambayo tayari tulikuwa tumeyapendekeza pale mbeleni, na sasa ni kuhakikisha tu yako ndani ya masala haya. So na ni mambo kadhaa ambayo kwamba tumeyataja, lakini haya zaidi. Kwa hivyo wale manabii waongo ambao kwamba wanasema ya kuwa BBI hakuna mambo ya poti, hakuna mambo ya uchumi ya watu wetu, mambo ya ardhi, watafute jengine.
Thank you.
Junet, mikono kwa Junet.